Moments of inspiration mixed with time to network, IBJ Media Events has you covered. From industry deep dives to awards celebrating Indiana's top leaders, see what's coming up and reserve your seat at ibj.com/RSVP.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025. I'm Gary Dick. The identity of the company driving a $1 billion data center project in Morgan County is now public, and it's Google. The tech giant on Tuesday revealed itself as the previously unnamed developer of the site, saying it looks forward to building out a data center there in the coming years. Google's announcement in Morgan County comes about a month after it pulled plans for a data center on the southeast side of Indianapolis after meeting heavy community opposition. Caterpillar says Indiana will be among the first states to receive funding through its 5-year, $100 million workforce initiative. $5 million going to CAT operations in the state, including the company's large engine center in Lafayette, which is already undergoing a $725 million expansion. Elkhart-based Kem Krest, a supply chain management and transportation company, says it is lowering the cost of healthcare benefits by cutting out the insurance middleman. The company has dramatically cut its healthcare costs by using a model that's gaining traction called direct-to-employer, or DTE. Kem Krest CEO Amish Shah.
And frankly, when it comes to healthcare, it's hard. You only have so many levers that you can pull, and we spent a lot of time thinking about how can we try and innovate or optimize our healthcare environment.
From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Our Innovate Indiana series is on the move in October. Join us for Innovate Southern Indiana in New Albany, October 1st. Innovate South Bend Elkhart in South Bend, October 14th, and Innovate South Central Indiana in Bloomington, October 24th. The Innovate series is presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. Each location will feature a powerful afternoon of ideas, innovation, and insight, and what's next for each region. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. Fort Wayne-based Indiana Michigan Power is planning to invest $266 million to upgrade equipment across 5 counties. The transmission line rebuild project is designed to improve the operational performance of the electric grid. It includes rebuilding about 68 miles of power lines between New Carlisle and Reynolds. The St. Joseph Superior Court dismissed Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita's lawsuit against the county sheriff and police department.
Rokita alleged earlier this year that the department persistently failed to cooperate with federal immigration officials. Judge Jenny Manier wrote in the court's order that Rokita has not provided any real factual basis to support his argument that St. Joseph County Sheriff Bill Redmond and the St. Joseph County Police Department were not cooperating with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The lawsuit, which was filed in January, alleged that in June 2024, ICE designated the St. Joseph County Police Department as a non-cooperative law enforcement agency, meaning that the police department does not provide notification to ICE before releasing illegal immigrants from custody and does not honor ICE detainer requests. According to the complaint, Redmond and the department implemented policies and practices that restricted its officers from cooperating and communicating with federal immigration authorities. In the circuit court's dismissal order, the judge stated she was not satisfied with the Attorney General's argument, saying the state must supply operative facts to support the inference that such restrictive policies by Redmond and the department actually exist. Redmond posted a statement on the department's Facebook page that he has maintained from day one that his office adheres to the law and referred to Rokita's lawsuit as a, quote, legal circus. The Attorney General's office did not respond to the Indiana lawyer's request for comment. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Whiteland is taking steps to address the housing shortage. Ohio-based developer Redwood Living, Inc. is set to welcome the first residents in November to Redwood Whiteland, which will feature 154 single-story apartment homes. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand.
From breaking news to in-depth articles, discover the advantage of unlimited access to all news from IBJ and Inside Indiana Business with our limited time trial. Get started now at ibj.com/trial offer. Thanks for listening to this IBJ Media podcast. You're probably going to remember this ad. Do you know why? Podcast advertising works.
85% of listeners recalled hearing an ad during a podcast, and 70% of podcast listeners have acted after hearing an ad. So whether you're looking to be heard across the entire IBJ Media Podcast Network, sponsor one of our shows, or just start with a 30-second ad, IBJ Media can help. Contact advertise@ibj.com to learn more.